الله أكبر
Doing that in Dallas, Texas. Dr. Salaam, New York. He's in North Carolina. We have to bring on while you're here. No one has done more for this deen. Not in recent years, but in recent decades. Recent decades. In America, my opinion. For Muslims in America, recent decades. And this is now here. This is our Imam, the Imam from America.
Assalamu alaikum. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I'm going to speak for just a couple of minutes. Do you believe that?
No. No. No.
I'm going to show you a little clip of a man that all of you recognize. About 3 minutes. So play it now, inshallah.
This is from an IT person.
If you can't hear it, don't play it.
Yeah.
Don't
I'm
play
sure
it.
they can hear me.
Don't play it. I don't need it.
They can hear me.
Brothers and sisters, I'm going to be brief tonight. I want to remind you about 2 things about the Prophet, peace and blessing be upon him. He's Mubashir. He's a giver of good news. But he's also an Nadir. He's a warner. What I like to do tonight, to be a little bit of the warner. Allah has blessed me. This is my 48th year of fasting for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I've made over 87 salats. Why I say that? I am right now very concerned about the ummah of Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam here in North America. And this comes from the Quran. And it comes from the Sunnah of the Prophet, peace and blessing be upon him. Allah warned us, لا تكونوا كالذين نسوا الله فأنساهم أنفسهم. Do not be like those who came before you, who forgot Allah, and Allah caused them to forget themselves. It's not easy to be a Muslim in America. You have to hold on to your deen. What's going on with the Ummah of Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam? This was a clip of Muhammad Ali in 1971. Powerful. This is 1971. Before 1975, people like him and me became Muslim. Do not be like those who came before you. Notice what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the beginning of Ramadan. We read it, we all read it. Kutiba alaykum as-siyam. Sufficient. Allah has given us a commandment. Fasting is prescribed for you. But Allah give you something else, a hint. Kama. Kutiba alladhina min qablikum. Just like those who came before you. This ain't no. Permitted for you to marry the chaste women of the people of the book. Why? Why Allah allowed the Muslim men to marry the chaste women of the people of the book? Because they were given the same commandment. Permitted for you to eat the food of the people of the book. Why? Because they were given the same commandment. Do not be like those who forgot Allah. Let me give you one example. I'm going to cut my speech in thirds because of the eloquent speech of my Imam. You know, 1900, the United Kingdom consisted of 11 million square miles. It was so big that they used to brag that the sun never set on the British Empire. 24 time zones. Huge all over the world. United Kingdom. But what is it today? What's the third most populated nation in the world? Nigeria. Allah bless you, man. I love you. United States. China number 1, India number 2, United States number 3. How many states in the United States? 50. One state, Texas, is almost 3 times bigger than the United Kingdom. I was in Scotland recently. You know Scotland is part of the United Kingdom. They're threatening to leave the United Kingdom. What happened? Do not be like those who forgot Allah. Be careful. You look at the Nation of Islam, even today, the Nation of Islam, some of you look down upon them. I know that. I know. Say, Imam, they're not practicing Islam. I know, I get it. Muhammad Ali in 1971 wasn't a Muslim. He was in the Nation of Islam. Now look, you all call Malcolm. I know Malcolm. When Malcolm became a Muslim, I know that. And you listen to his speeches, and I said, well, when did he make that speech? When did he make that speech? Many of those speeches that he made before he became Muslim, he was a Muslim for 1 year. Be careful. This is what the Prophet, peace and blessing be upon him, said. You will follow those who came before you, shibran bi shibran, step by step and inch by inch, so that if they crawled in the hole of a lizard, you follow right behind them. Ya Rasulullah, Yahud, Nasara, you mean the Christians and Jews? For men, yes. So I would be careful. Listen to what he said. I'm almost finished. You believe that? No. You're not going to have it. He said that one of you will be in arm's length from Jannah. 48 years of fasting. 87,000 prayers of Salaam, 4 pilgrimages, 8 umrahs. Many of you the same. But he warned us, you that close, until you begin to do the deeds of the people of the hellfire, for yadkhuluha, and then enter it. On the one hand, but on the other hand, some of you will be this close to the fire. And then what is written in the book overcomes you, and then you begin to do the work of the people of the Jannah, for yadkhuluha. Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X, and many who was in the Nation of Islam. Let me tell you about the Nation of Islam, and let me make a suggestion what you should do, in my opinion. When you see them, I talk to Minister Farrakhan all the time. I never stop speaking to him, trying to encourage him, because one of the most articulate, charismatic people you ever meet, powerful speaker. Just want him now to, Brother Minister, lead them to Islam, lead them to Allah, lead them to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Let me tell you about it in the Nation of Islam. You, those who laugh, say what you want to say about Taqeedah. You be right, Taqeedah is incorrect. That's right. But you can never underestimate what they did. Let me give you an example. Me, one man in the Nation of Islam, quit my job to do what? To sell a 25-cent newspaper. By myself, walking in the project, can you imagine? Change in my pocket by myself? And one day I'm on Eastern Parkway, I never forget this. And I'm walking down the street and I'm about to go into a building to knock on doors to invite them to Islam. and I noticed two young black men in the middle of the hallway. I'm observant. I'm asking you, should I try to go in there? And I said to myself, they're going to try to rob me. Wallahi, that's what I said. And I'm asking you right now, should I go in that apartment building? Tell me I should go. Those who say yes, raise your hand. Yeah, right, yeah. Yeah, you go. Those who say no. I went in. The guy on the right looked real mean, looked mean. On the left, he looked more reasonable. So I went to the brother on the left. I said, you know, tell your brother here he should smile. Allah is my witness. I took out a Muhammad Speaks newspaper. And I put it on his arm. Took another one and put it on his arm and said, give me 25 cents. Just like that. He went in his pocket, pulled out a gun, and said, you just can't rob a Muslim. Put the gun back in his pocket, give me 25 cents. And he gave me 25 cents. Say what you want to say about Aqidah. Aqidah is wrong. But there's something else. I knocked on thousands of doors, and all of the people invited me to their house. They invited me to their weddings and their funerals and their graduations. Brother Jeffrey 12 guys, Brother Jeffrey, come on in. Imam Talib told me from Harlem one day, in the evening, there was a young black woman with a hoodie on. She walking down the street in Harlem at night. And there were two men following behind her. She thought they were following her, so she picked up a pace. They picked up their pace. She started jogging, they started jogging. And when they just about to grab her, her hoodie fell off, revealing a kimar. They stopped in midair. Oh, sister, I'm sorry. I said, so, sister, I'm so sorry. The reputation of the Nation of Islam. Work, effort, ability, yes. Aqidah, no. But Allah guided them to Islam. In 1975, Mr. Elijah Muhammad died. Allah would have it that he died one day before our national Savior's Day meeting. This is Allah doing it. Allah is doing this. So we got there, and that day we decided we're going to make Imam Walid, at that time Wallace Muhammad, Imam Walid Muhammad, the leader. Had he died any other time of the year, it would have been chaotic. Allah had it that way. And he guided us to Islam. Why am I saying this? I got an assignment and then I'm going to finish. You got like 2 more minutes? You got 2 more minutes? You got 5 more minutes? You got 10 more minutes? Don't do that. Don't do that to me. Don't do that. You know, I have something I have in my mind to do. This is the first time I'm making it public. 1 or 2 people know about it. I'm making it public now. Something I want to do. I'm not taking my Islam for granted. I'm grateful that Allah guided me to Islam. I cannot envision any scenario where I'm not Muslim. I just don't see it. I want to do something. Now please don't get insulted what I'm going to say. Don't get mad at me. The World Health Organization said by the end of the 21st century, if the nations of the world do nothing about it, 1 billion people will die as a result of smoking cigarettes. It's me saying it. It's not the Quran, not Hadith, World Health Organization. If the nations of the world do nothing about it. I went into a Muslim store. I get my newspapers every week. And it's owned by Muslims, workers are Muslims. And one day I saw a sign that I never noticed before. It said, no alcohol sold here. Finally, a Muslim store. No alcohol sold here until I looked a little closer. No alcohol sold here on Sundays before 1 p.m. $1,300,000 Muslims in New York, 30 full-time Muslim schools, thousands of Muslim businesses. I have this dream. In the United Kingdom, when they have a big supermarket and the cashier is Muslim, and if someone comes with beer, pork, they ring a bell. And the cashier goes and someone else, non-Muslim, do that. Why do they do that? Because the Prophet said, Lu'na Ashra. 10 people are cursed. See, you look at the man who drank the alcohol. What about the man who sold it to him? What about the one who served him? What about those who carried, those who profited from it? So, man, I'm telling you, you're going to hear about it. My desire is to go to all, and we have a plan how to do it, all the Muslim stores. Encourage them, no more cigarettes, no more alcohol. If you want to do something, you want to do dawah, don't give me that phony dawah. Give me the real dawah. You yourself practice that. And make a major difference in the neighborhood. Imagine, Mrs. Smith, I'm sorry, we don't have alcohol, it's no good for you. We don't have pork, but we got nice meat, try this. You'll see we make a difference. We can make a difference in America. But it begins with us and our faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah bless you, bless ICNA, bless this conference. Assalamu alaikum.
Excuse me, just have one last thing to do here. I'd like to present to our Imam this autographed copy from Muhammad Ali. It's a photo. It's photos, right? Yeah, photos. And you don't have it. I don't have it. Okay, also, if anyone is interested in MABL or wants to join MABL from New York or surrounding states are interested, please contact Dr. Musa at 387-487-6828. There's also a booth for MABL downstairs in the ICNA pavilion.
Allah